What is going on, guys? This is Elijah here for Football Recaps, and today I'm back with another college football prediction video. And we're going to be talking about the Kentucky Wildcats. Yes, the Kentucky Wildcats are 6-0 versus the Georgia Bulldogs, who are potentially going to be the #1 team in the nation after Alabama lost to Texas A&M last night. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't really watched Kentucky play at all, so I really don't know much about them. But they did beat Florida, and that was a crazy game. I watched a little bit of that game, and their defense played really well against Florida, and they held Emerson Jones, I believe that's his name, for the quarterback. But they beat Florida. I mean, Kentucky's pretty good. I mean, they beat Florida. They beat LSU, which LSU is struggling this year. Georgia, I mean, their defense is just unstoppable. They beat Clemson. They killed Auburn last week, or this past Saturday. And it's just their offense. Honestly, their offense isn't too bad. I mean, Stetson Bennett has played fantastic, in my opinion. He's done really well to sub in for JT Daniels. But honestly, I haven't really watched much at all with Kentucky, but I think they're good. I mean, their record says so, and they beat Florida, and they beat LSU. So, I mean, they're pretty good. And so, let's go through the season. Like I said, always after every college football prediction video, I like to go through the just the season leaders and the matchup predictor. And these might not be the full stats, and this might not be the actual rankings. So the rankings will probably reset on Monday. But I'm gonna go ahead and just say the stats and then predict the score, or not the score, but predict the game. All right. So the matchup predictor has Georgia by a whopping 95.4 to 4.6%. Let me guess. It's at Sanford Stadium, so it's at Georgia. All right, so the season leaders, we have Levis, if that's how I pronounce his name. Sorry, Kentucky fans. For 87, this is actually probably my first video making prediction about Kentucky, which is kind of crazy. 87 through 135 completions to attempts, 1,134 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Stetson Bennett, we have 43 completions to 62, my bad. Completions or attempts, my bad. And so he has 746 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. All right, so for rushing game, we have Kentucky. We have Rodriguez. We have 122 carries to 759 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. So I expect Kentucky to be a really good running type of team. And so we have Zamir White with 71 carries and 354 yards and 6 touchdowns. Also, Georgia's a pretty good running type of team as well. We have Robinson for Kentucky. We have 37 receptions, 527 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Okay, they're not bad at passing either. Bowers for receiving, we have 20 receptions, 315 yards, and 4 touchdowns as well. Like I said before, I haven't really paid much attention to Kentucky, but I did watch a little bit of the Florida game, so it's going to be a prediction. I don't know just how it goes. All right, so team stats, we have points per game. Kentucky 31.0 to Georgia's 39.8. Defense, they're pretty good both sides, especially Georgia, like I said. 5.5 to Kentucky's 17.5. We have total yards allowed 410, or total yards on offense, my bad, 410.3 to 432.5 for Georgia. We have yards of passing 197.7 to Georgia's 235.3. Yards of rushing, this is where both of them are pretty decent. 212.7, 197.2. Yards allowed on defense, 300 to 5, and 201.2 to Georgia. So that's going to be a key factor for Georgia, as always. Yards allowed on, yards passing allowed, 193.7 to 137.0. And, of course, their defense is pretty good. So 111.3 to Kentucky's rushing yards allowed. And, of course, Georgia was 64.2. I mean, that's insane. All right, so I think I'm going to go with probably what everyone else probably will go with as well. I'm gonna pick Georgia in this one. I have my gut feeling telling me to pick Georgia, especially at Georgia. That place is loud. That place rocks. I mean, watching the Arkansas game against Georgia, they couldn't even barely start on offense because they have so many false starts. But I haven't really watched much of Kentucky, so I don't really know much about them. I know It's crazy. I should be a college football expert, but I'm not. But my gut feeling will always pick Georgia because their defense is just unstoppable, and that atmosphere is just unbelievable as well. I'm going to go with Georgia about 10 points in the game. That's respectable. I like to go 10 points to like maybe 17 points, but 10 points will be the respectable score. But it might be like in the 30s. It might be in the 20s. It's probably going to be a low-scoring game. Both have good defenses, but I think Georgia is the better team in general, and they are destined to go all the way in the college football playoffs. And I'm not biased. I'm not a Georgia fan, and I'm not a Kentucky fan. So before you guys comment, I'm just going to let y'all guys know that I am not a Georgia fan. I just predict football videos. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And you all have a great day. And see you guys later. Peace out.